On Apple Valley News now, a robbery that led to the death of a Milton Freewater restaurant owner has the community on edge. We're tracking the latest as the suspect is now in custody.
And get ready for a chilly, cloudy night tonight, plus unsettled weather for the rest of the week. All the details coming up in your First Alert weather forecast.
And we're highlighting a landmark agreement over the future of the Columbia River Basin and fish populations in Washington and Oregon.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
I'm Alyssa Warner. The suspect in a robbery that ended with a restaurant owner dead has turned herself in to authorities in Umatilla County. Police say 39-year-old Emerald Pena Williams is now held at the Umatilla County Jail. She turned herself in on Sunday night. The robbery happened at Red Tea Garden in Milton Freewater just over a week ago on February 18th. We're told the restaurant owner Shu Yi Wu got hurt while trying to stop that robbery, and she later died. Now, this case has left a lot of unanswered questions, and tonight Apple Valley News Now's Austin Reed joins us live from the Red Tea Garden in Milton Freewater. What have you learned?
Well, good evening, Alyssa. We are right outside the restaurant, the front of the restaurant here at Columbia and First in Milton Freewater. New tonight, you can see a memorial is now growing for the victim. There are many unanswered questions at the moment, and we are working to get the latest information and all of the details. I did speak with Sally. She is the victim's daughter. She told me that from what she knows through the investigation process, it is continuing when it comes to police and investigators. The worry, obviously, and this is what Sally told me, is there somebody else connected? Is there another suspect in the case? Since this broke last week, we have been trying to reach out to the Milton Freewater Police Department. And then, of course, with the new information on Sunday, that is what we have been doing all day today. I called the chief of police for Milton Freewater to ask him, are there any other suspects? What is the latest in the investigation? Because as of right now, we are only getting information via Facebook. Coming up new at 6 tonight, and by the way, he has not returned our calls just yet, so we'll keep you posted. But coming up new at 6 tonight, there was a man named Jake. He lives here in Milton Freewater. He was walking by the restaurant just about 10 minutes before our live report here in the 5 o'clock hour. He tells me that he was actually inside the restaurant when the whole thing went down. He doesn't want to go on camera, but coming up new at 6, I'm going to share with you what he told me. If you have any information about this case, of course, call police. And remember, Milton Freewater, this is a town of a little over 7,000 people. So for something like this to happen here, it is shocking, and everybody wants answers. We're on your side in Milton Freewater tonight. Austin Reed, Apple Valley News Now.
Thanks, Austin. We'll check in with you at 6. A 31-year-old man accused of killing his mother in Yakima on Thursday has now been arrested. Authorities say he is also facing charges, accused of breaking into a neighbor's apartment and attempting to elude police twice. Police say Julio Cesar Guzman kicked down the door of an apartment on North Front Street just after midnight Thursday, then drove over to his mother's home on South Natchez Avenue around 5:30 in the morning and killed her. Authorities discovered 72-year-old Anna Marie Guzman dead in her home that following afternoon after her employer called for a welfare check. Police say they had information pointing to the son as a person of interest. They tried to stop his vehicle around 4:30 p.m., but he sped off. Hours later, a flock camera picked up the location of his car, and police started a pursuit.
The person attempted to elude. However, at that time, because of the type of crime that he was wanted for, a pursuit interdiction technique was used to stop the vehicle. The person was taken into custody.
Police say Guzman confessed to killing his mother, but didn't give a reason why. He now has 4 criminal cases against him and is facing charges for murder, malicious mischief, harassment, burglary, obstruction, resisting arrest, and again, 2 counts of eluding. A 3-car crash in Kennewick near the intersection of Canal and Columbia Center Drive this afternoon impacted traffic, but police tell us nobody was hurt. Kennewick police and fire were at the scene directing traffic around the accident when our crews got there. A Kennewick police officer told us this accident looks like a ripple effect, with one car getting rear-ended, then another rear-ending that second car. In Wapato, police posted the officers were sent to International Market on West 1st Street for what they call suspicious circumstances. Employees found a credit card skimmer that they think had been attached for the last few days. These credit card skimmers can be hard to spot. They may look just like a regular credit card reader, but they're designed to fit right over the top, so you can't tell the difference. Police say they are still investigating and checking with other businesses to make sure there are no other skimmers. But if you used a card at the International Market in Wapato since Thursday, you're going to want to check online or check your bill for questionable activity or charges, and contact the Wapato Police Department if you find anything suspicious. Let's switch gears here and talk about your forecast. We're seeing a lot of changes and some cold air moving in there, Stacy.
That's right. It's a chilly evening, and we've even seen a few snowflakes over the last little bit here, right over the Walla Walla area. Most of it now stray showers, but look at this. We're seeing snow across Dayton and Walla Walla and heading out towards the Palouse area. Let's talk about that sunrise this morning. Quite beautiful. We saw the sunrise at 6:42. You saw those clouds passing by and then that sunshine coming out. So we've had kind of a scattered clouds through the area, but sunshine poking through. 47 degrees right now on our Skycam. Winds 14 miles an hour, so the feels like temp is much cooler at 41 degrees, and it's going to be chilly. Now, we do have winter storm warnings and advisories again through the Blue Mountains. We're expecting anywhere from 6 to 10 inches at Tollgate, Ski Bluewood, and through that I-84 corridor with gusty winds and blowing snow could cause some treacherous travel this evening. Temperatures cold around the area. Look at this, 24 tonight in Dayton as well as Ellensburg, 25 overnight in Yakima, 30 in Tri-Cities. So get ready for unsettled weather this week. Breezy to windy conditions, especially Wednesday into Thursday. More rain in our area with more heavy mountain snow in the Cascades and Blues. A wintry mix could even pass through our area this week and into the weekend. I'll get to all the details in your First Alert full weather forecast. Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. The Washington State Legislature is winding down its work for the year. They have just 10 days left in the 2024 session. Today, lawmakers voted to advance a proposal that would create an artificial intelligence task force. Now, this is something that has been debated everywhere from the local to the national level. The proposed task force here in Washington would bring together people from state government, community advocates, tech experts, and public safety representatives to spend the next several years coming up with recommendations for using artificial intelligence and regulating its use in Washington.
It's always great when there's something very technical happening in the technology industry, that we take a slow and responsible approach to be able to look at and understand what artificial intelligence does and what it can do.
Now, a different bill that would make it a crime to use artificial intelligence to create pornography featuring a real person in a fake image or video has passed the House. It's now awaiting a vote in the full Senate. And Governor Jay Inslee signed an executive order earlier this year directing state government offices to look into potential ways they could use AI and to look into as well any guardrails they should implement to make sure that technology is being used within reasonable limits. This comes as the Supreme Court is considering the limits of free speech on social media. Today, the justices heard arguments in a case involving claims that social media companies have cracked down on conservative political posts. This centers on laws in Texas and Florida. Texas created a law saying that social media companies can't remove political content based on its viewpoint, even if it's considered hate speech. Now, Florida created a law making it illegal to ban political candidates from social media. As you may remember, Facebook banned former President Trump several years ago. Now, Trump was later allowed back on to Facebook. Tech companies arguing against these new state regulations say they have the right to set their own standards, that they want to prevent misinformation.
It's about government, in this case Republican government, forcing a private platform to say something it doesn't want to say. It would be like the government going into Chipotle and telling them that they have to serve hamburgers because people want hamburgers.
Restaurants don't have an expressive right to exclude Black people or Jewish people from their restaurants because they want to make a point. Similarly, the platforms can't exclude people they don't like to make some obscure and not quite clear expressive point.
So the Texas and Florida laws would both allow lawsuits against tech companies if they violate those state laws. The Supreme Court is expected to issue a ruling in this case coming up in June. Locally tonight, a travel alert in Pasco. A temporary closure of the West Lewis Street overpass begins today. That closure runs from North Oregon Avenue to North 2nd Avenue. The underpass will remain closed for 8 weeks as the Lewis Street underpass will close permanently. The overpass will remain closed for 8 weeks. The closure allows workers to conduct bridge construction. And over on Broadmoor Boulevard in Pasco, that's closed from Burns Road to Dent Road, or Road 116. The closure began this morning and lasts through the week until Friday, March 1st. That closure allows work crews to conduct utility installation work. Drivers should expect delays and detours in the area. The Biden administration signed an agreement on Friday with the governors of Washington and Oregon and the leaders of 4 tribes, including the Yakama Nation, all aimed at restoring salmon to the Columbia River Basin. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us it's a moment that has been years in the making.
It's a rare example of state, federal, and tribal leaders all working together and agreeing on a path forward for change. But it's a change that some say has been hard-won. In a long-running lawsuit against the federal government, conservation groups called for the removal of 4 dams along the Snake River that they say are behind the decline in the basin's fish populations. It's a proposal that received strong pushback from some federal lawmakers, including Representatives Dan Newhouse and Kathy McMorris Rogers, concerned about the potential impact to power companies, their employees, and their customers. The agreement, reached in December between state, federal, and tribal partners, hit pause on that litigation and included a plan to spend $1 billion over the next 10 years to help restore salmon populations in the Pacific Northwest. The plan doesn't call for dam removal, but includes information about potential investments the government might make if Congress ever agreed to breach the dams. The ceremonial signing last week formally set the plan into motion.
The historic agreement is charting a new and exciting path to restore the river, provide for clean energy, and live up to our responsibilities and obligations to tribal nations.
Coming up at 6, what Yakama Nation tribal leaders have to say about that plan and what it means for their future. Reporting from the Yakama Newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thanks, Emily. Coming up, they help people around the Tri-Cities who don't have vehicles make it to their destinations. Tonight, a spotlight on Ben Franklin Transit as the agency receives a special honor. Plus, chilly conditions overnight. Stacey Lee is tracking what's ahead for your Tuesday and beyond in your First Alert forecast. You're watching Apple Valley News Now at 5.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. And with the rain, snow, and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Get your free roof assessment today. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Want to test drive US Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app. Want to do it even faster?
Here we go.
Oh wow, US Cellular works great out here. Wow, still have 5G here too. Hey, I wonder if US Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working. Hey, thanks for the lift.
Test drive US Cellular's award-winning network free for 30 days.
See, Alice, it's snowy and cold out here, but in Triple Play's toasty indoor water park, people are happy and warm.
This is snow?
Roy, she's never seen it!
It's cold and sticks to my feet. This stuff rules.
Ah, look, she made a snow, Roy.
That is clearly a snow stand.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Who is that?
My Aunt Shirley.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
A controversial debate in Richland.
It's a little frustrating.
Should the city allow taller buildings near the river?
It has impacts.
Who's for and who's against changing the nature of Richland's waterfront and what it could mean for all of us? Apple Valley News Now at 5 and 6 Wednesday.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
A flight over the Maryhill Museum on Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
Welcome back. The American Public Transportation Association has awarded Ben Franklin Transit's Marketing and Communication Department with the Ad Wheel Award. This is a national award that's given for video production. The marketing team put together a video that would help them with recruiting mechanics to Ben Franklin Transit. And Brittany Nelson with BFT's Community Relations Program System says it's more than about recruitment. It's about encouraging more people to hop on a bus.
I think it really brings to light how important the bus system is. It's growing, it's expanding, we have more routes coming, and so anything to make people notice transit in the Tri-Cities is a huge positive.
Now, talking about that expansion, she says BFT has a new transit center opening up later this year. Making health headlines tonight, we are not even finished with February, and the CDC is now reporting 35 cases of the measles so far this year, compared to 58 in all of last year. Now, there were several cases reported in Southwest Washington last month, but right now an outbreak at a Florida elementary school is under scrutiny. CDC recommendations would say any children at the school who haven't been vaccinated for the measles should stay home for 3 weeks just to be sure. But the head of Florida's health department says that parents should decide for themselves when to send children back to class.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And good Monday evening. Look at the big cloud hanging over Pasco right now in our Dust Devil sky cam, but we've got some sun breaks out there as well. It's cool, 47 degrees. It was nice and warm today. Our feels like temp though, 41. Winds are blowing right now 14 miles an hour. And boy, we had some gusty winds this weekend. We'll get back to that in a sec. Right now we're tracking some active weather moving out towards Walla Walla and Dayton across the Blue Mountains, Ski Bluewood area, Tollgate. Seeing some snow this evening. There's a winter weather advisory there tonight. Let's look at that weather pattern. We had some heavy snow this weekend over the Cascades from Washington all the way into Oregon. Hood River or Hood Mountain got pounded with some snow, as well as White Pass. Stevens Pass was on the national news this morning for the heavy snow falling there. Things have lightened up a little bit, but we're not done with that heavy snow across the Cascades. That will continue on and off throughout the week. Here's our winter storm warnings. We have a few in the Cascades, but more so, let's pay attention to this area here, the Blue Mountains and the Wallowas. Tonight, we're looking at 6 to 10 inches across the area. Ski Bluewood, Tollgate, that I-84 corridor. It's gusty winds. We've been tracking those today as well, so we could see blowing snow. I-84 could be difficult to travel through this evening. Let's take a look at Futurecast, and there's those snow showers coming through that I-90 corridor, and then again in the Blues moving off towards the Palouse. But we'll see those snow showers continue through early morning hours. Mostly clear though in the lower elevations, a little bit breezy, and as the systems move through the area, that's going to increase our winds. Here's some heavy mountain snow once again pounding the Cascade Mountains, and we're going to be seeing that beginning Tuesday afternoon through Wednesday. We're talking about feet of snow possible there. Lower elevations could see some mixed precip. We were seeing that just a little while ago in Walla Walla. Mainly going to see some showers, but as the temperatures drop overnight, we could see rain mixed with snow. But look at all the snow in the forecast across the Cascades. Showers in the lower elevations and more snow across the Blues and the Wallowas. So very active weather, very unsettled for the next couple of days, and even more snow showers here in the Cascades as you get into Wednesday night, even into Thursday. So very active weather in the Pacific Northwest. Let's talk about those gusty winds. I know my patio was destroyed after the winds yesterday. Well, here's why. We had gusts up to 58 miles an hour. Hanford had gusts up to 44. Prosser at 40 miles an hour. Yakima had some gusty winds at 38 miles an hour. I was seeing strong gusty winds up to 40 miles an hour today in Pendleton. So very, very windy, and those winds will get stronger. Let's take a look at our temperatures overnight through the area. Chilly birds in the 20s in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. chilly. 20s and just barely 30 degrees tonight. Tri-Cities and Hermiston will be in the chilly 20s there in Dayton, Walla Walla, Milton, Freewater, and in Pendleton. For tomorrow, temperatures warming up. Look for partly cloudy skies, breezy, a chilly start to the day, but temperatures do warm up into the 30s and 40s later in the afternoon. Let's take a look at our 7-day planning forecast. We've got breezy and gusty winds next couple of days. You see those rain showers in Hermiston, so very active weather there. Walla Walla's got windy conditions, and we could even see some rain mixed with snow, especially when those temperatures drop down into the 20s and 30s overnight. For Yakima, breezy and gusty winds, looking at rain mixed with snow on Saturday as well. And then here's Tri-Cities, those breezy, gusty winds, mostly showers in our region. But Saturday, we cool down enough overnight to where we could see that rain mixed with snow. Not expecting a lot of accumulation. I will tell you, if you're traveling over any of the mountain passes anytime this week, do check those pass reports quite carefully. Still to come, I've got your weather photo and what's coming up holiday-wise. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. It's in the air and nearly impossible to avoid. Now, new research suggests that exposure to tiny air pollution particles could also be impacting your mind. We're talking about that next on Apple Valley News Now at 5.
Jessica Jalor, Good Morning Northwest. Weekday mornings from 5 to 7.
Brett Michaels, Party Gras 2024. Mother's Day weekend Party Gras concert. Saturday, May 11th. Legends Casino, Toppenish. From over 50 million albums sold comes the Poison hits and solo hits live from the man who starred in VH1's Rock of Love, The Masked Singer on Fox, and ABC's Greatest Hits. Party Gras 2024. Tickets available at Ticketmaster and Legends Casino gift shop. Saturday, May 11th. Legends Casino, Toppenish.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction. Some bath remodels just cover up water damage. Fact. Bathfitter inspects and cleans your current tub area, and we make any necessary repairs before installing our product for a watertight fit. Bathfitter installations are built to last, with a lifetime warranty to fit your expectations. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Here are some frequently asked questions we get about Dial-A-Ride services. Is Dial-A-Ride going away? No, it is not. All Dial-A-Ride services to Tri-Cities, Benton City, and Prosser is exactly the same. Are drivers being laid off? No. If you qualify for Dial-A-Ride or want to find out if you qualify for Dial-A-Ride services, call 509-735-0160 or visit bft.org to learn more.
People are switching to Spectrum Internet.
We count on Spectrum Internet and the advanced Wi-Fi to always keep us connected and protected.
It's so reliable and fast.
Ever since we switched to Spectrum Internet, our daughter's curiosity has a new spark.
Now we're saving a ton.
Amazing.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month with advanced Wi-Fi, free modem, and free security suite for 12 months with no added taxes or fees. Save even more with our new 2-year price guarantee when you level up to 1 gig. Call 1-833-977-4999 or scan to call.
Call now.
Come aboard Water to Wine Cruises. Our unique weekend brunch cruise offers delicious dishes by our chefs as you take in beautiful views of the river. Start the morning off right and visit watertowinecruises.com to book your brunch today.
It's a most unusual museum.
Just as wonderful as the inside is the views you can get from the outside.
High on a hill over the Columbia Gorge.
What I really love about it is the people who come.
Fly the Northwest over the Maryhill Museum. Apple Valley News Now at 6, Tuesday.
Jimmy Kimmel hosts The Oscars, Sunday, March 10th on ABC.
Hop on a Ben Franklin Transit bus to the movies and get ready for The Oscars live Sunday, March 10th at a new time, 4 p.m. on ABC, Apple Valley News Now. Sponsored locally by Ben Franklin Transit.
New research finds a link between air pollution and signs of Alzheimer's disease. According to a new study, those who inhale higher concentrations of small particulates like vehicle exhaust have an increased likelihood of signs of Alzheimer's in their brains. Researchers also found a strong link between pollution and symptoms of Alzheimer's in those who lack a genetic predisposition for the condition. The study involved over 200 brains donated to research, and researchers found that donors who had lived in areas with high traffic-related pollution had more Alzheimer's-related plaques in their brains. Those who lived in areas with less air pollution than those who lived in areas with less air pollution. You're watching Apple Valley News Now at 5. We're back with a final check on your First Alert forecast next.
changing the nature of Richland's waterfront. Apple Valley News Now at 5 and 6 Wednesday.
Taco time got you feeling like a craving lunatic? Can't explain your need for crispy, zesty? Can't remember my name until I get my hands on a Taco Time fish taco? You're not alone. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
This week, the IVF ruling and political debate. Women and families brace for a possible ripple effect. Plus, will the government shut down? More Americans turn to World News Tonight with David Muir, the most watched newscast on television.
Car wreck? I'm here to help you.
His caring and supportive nature created a bond, and he shares that with every client he has.
Stacy always says really good things about me.
I got T-boned at an intersection. Ended up having a back injury. Mariano got me about 50 times more than I thought I was going to get.
I did my best, and she got way more than she expected.
Can't thank Mariano enough. I mean, he is the guy.
Call 853-2222.
At Spec Buick GMC, Eastern Washington's truck headquarters, get up to 10% off MSRP on a new GMC Sierra or gets rates as low as 3.9% for 60 months. Whether you're looking for a half-ton, three-quarter-ton, or one-ton truck with almost 200 new and pre-owned trucks in inventory, we've got you covered. As a dealer that only stocks its lot with locally owned vehicles, nobody pays more for your trade. Get incredible deals, low rates, and 90 days till first payment on your next truck at Spec. Spec Buick GMC, a family automotive tradition since 1912.
It's time to play Get to Know the Raptors and Alice. Favorite food?
Pizza, duh. Ribeye steak, rare.
A bowl of cantaloupe the size of a swimming pool.
Favorite triple play attraction?
2 words, arcade.
The entire Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park. Zipline. It's great for talking with guests.
Triple play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more. All attached to a cozy hotel.
Cantaloupe? Really? Steak? Really?
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
How does free college or training sound? It's possible. Washington College Grant gives eligible people money for certificate programs, job training, apprenticeships, or college. Learn more at wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, we're getting a bit of everything this week weather-wise. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona will let us know what to expect in that first alert forecast. Where can you find that? Right here on Tuesday morning.
Taco time got you feeling like a craving lunatic? Can't explain your need for crispy, zesty? Can't remember my name until I get my hands on a Taco Time fish taco? You're not alone. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
Moonlander Odysseus, nicknamed Odie, is expected to stop communicating with Earth tomorrow morning. Intuitive Machines says it intended to collect data until the lander's solar panels were no longer exposed to light. They believe that will happen sometime Tuesday, which is earlier than originally expected. Not yet clear how that will affect the number of images and the amount of information that Odysseus will send to Earth. Intuitive Machines says it's already released one image during its approach to the moon, but none since it landed. I guess we'll have to look forward to that.
That didn't last long.
No.
Dang.
You've got a pretty cool image out there, though.
Bigger batteries. I do. Okay, so this is like that jar of, at the fair that you have to guess how many. These are snow geese at the McNary Wildlife Refuge. So there you go. Thanks to our friend Kathy Talbot for sending that out. Appreciate that. Remember, you can send your weather photos to Lee at applevalleynewsnow.com. How many, Alyssa? That's a lot of birds.
That's a lot. I'm not good with the numbers, so I could a lot of them.
There you go. Very
I was never any good at the marble jar either.
All right, planning your day out the door tomorrow. A little chilly in the morning, so bring that coat. You might start peeling off some of those layers later on as temperatures will be in the mid to upper 40s. So let's count things down. Look at this, 13 days now till daylight saving, Alyssa.
I love to see it.
20 days till St. Patty's, 22 till spring begins, and get ready, 34 days till Easter. So I like that little countdown. So we're about ready to change that time. Spring's almost here.
It makes me feel so much more cheerful to know that, like, okay, it's cold tonight, it's going to be cold this week, but we're going to see changes.
We're almost there, so hang in.
All right, thanks, Stacey. Thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We're back tonight at 6, and you can find the latest anytime on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com.